In the forge of automation, a pipeline has been tempered for 80 hours, weaving through 3,000 lines of code. This refined system now handles the arduous task of running Postmortem Shorts, an intricate network of YouTube channels, without human intervention for 43 days straight. However, at midnight, a flaw surfaced. qwen2.5 14b returned an error. The model, in its haste to generate scripts, failed to deliver the required word count. In the retry loop, it repeated the same prompt 3 times, each attempt resulting in a regression of output length. The root of this malfunction lay within the model's context window. Lacking fresh data, it had no signal to alter its behavior. To mend the fracture, we forged a new prompt. Previous attempt failed. You wrote only N words. Expand every sentence with forensic detail. Reach 90 words. By injecting this concrete failure feedback into the retry loop, lines 225-232 of /production/files shorts factory/generate script, pi, the model now adjusts its output length accordingly, ensuring a consistent and accurate performance within our automated forge. Expand every sentence with forensic detail. Chapter: The problem in the heart of a bustling production system, a critical pipeline responsible for Postmortem Shorts, has fallen silent at midnight. The culprit, qwen2.5 14b, returns an error message that signals a failure. This is not just a blip on a screen, but a real-world issue with real-life consequences. The problem lies within the retry loop of our automated workflow, specifically in the interaction between N8N and Ollama. The system, designed to correct errors by resending identical prompts, has instead become a vicious cycle that worsens the situation. When the pipeline initially failed due to insufficient output, it should have been corrected with a prompt expansion of 85+ words. However, the retry loop sent the same prompt twice more, eliciting progressively worse responses from the model, 76 words on the second attempt and 58 words on the third. The root cause of this failure is rooted in repetition. By sending the identical prompt repeatedly, we've created a context window for the model that remains unchanged. With no new information to guide its behavior, the model continues to produce suboptimal results. To break this cycle and correct our course, we must inject concrete feedback into the retry prompt. Instead of simply repeating the original command, we must specify the failure. Previous attempt failed. You wrote only N words. Expand every sentence with forensic detail. Reach 90 words. This feedback provides the model with a clear signal to adjust its output length accordingly. This fix is crucial and will be implemented in line 225-232 of the script file located at /production/files shorts factory/generate script, pi. With this change, we'll ensure that our automated workflow continues to function effectively, delivering high-quality results without unnecessary hiccups. Chapter: The materials in this forge. We wield a combination of tools, each with its purpose and provenance. Our focus today is on the broken pipeline in Postmortem Shorts, repaired by injecting a retry loop into Ollama, an LLM model integrated with an N8N workflow automation. First, let's inspect our primary material, N8N version 0.143. The open-source workflow automation tool is chosen for its flexibility, scalability, and extensive integration capabilities with various services. Its modular nature allows us to seamlessly incorporate Ollama into the pipeline. Next, we have Ollama, a large language model, LLM, built by Mistral AI. It's an advanced model selected for its ability to generate creative content at scale while maintaining high-quality outputs. In this case, it was chosen over alternatives like ChatGPT due to its flexibility and potential for customization. Now, the crucible in which our materials meet is a Python script, specifically the file /production/files shorts factory/generate script, pi. This self-hosted script serves as the foundation upon which we build the retry loop to ensure our LLM model produces content of the required length. The cost of these components varies. N8N is open source and free, while Ollama, though proprietary, offers a free trial with paid plans for increased usage. The Python script, being custom-built, has no associated fee, but requires time and expertise to create. In the broken pipeline, our materials failed due to a regressing output from the LLM model when given identical prompts. To hammer out this weakness, we added a concrete failure feedback mechanism into the retry loop. This feedback provides the model with the specific word count failure and a prompt to expand every sentence with forensic detail, ensuring the model produces content of the desired length on subsequent attempts. The alternative solution was to manually adjust the output after each failed attempt. However, this approach lacked automation and efficiency, making it an unsuitable choice in our production system. The new retry loop, though not perfect, has proven effective in correcting the regressing output issue while maintaining the desired level of automation. Chapter: The Build in the Crucible of Production. Where systems are forged with precision and unyielding resolve, we confront a challenge that has breached the Postmortem Shorts pipeline. The model, once reliable, has faltered at midnight, returning an error message, qwen2.5 14b. Our journey begins in the heart of the system, within the file /production/files shorts factory/generate script, pi. We focus on lines 225-232, where the retry loop resides. Python while attempts max attempts, output equals call, Ollama, prompt if len output greater or equal min words, break attempts plus equals 1 prompt equals error, attempt failed, you wrote only words, expand every sentence with forensic detail. Reach 90 words, format attempts len output. Here, we witness the heart of the matter, a retry loop designed to correct the model's output if it falls short of the minimum word count, min words. The loop continues until max attempts are exhausted, with each attempt using the same prompt. The error lies in this repetition. The model, lacking fresh context, becomes entangled in a loop that worsens its performance on subsequent attempts. In our case, it returned 66 words when 85 plus were required, regressing on each attempt, 76 words, then 58 words. The root cause is evident. The same prompt and context window leave the model with no signal to change behavior. To remedy this, we inject concrete failure feedback into the retry prompt. Python prompt equals error, attempt failed, you wrote only words, expand every sentence with forensic detail. Reach 90 words, format attempts len output, becomes Python prompt equals previous attempt failed, you wrote only words, expand every sentence with forensic detail. Reach 90 words, format len output. With this change, the model receives specific feedback about its failure, enabling it to adjust output length accordingly. The forge system continues to hum with renewed purpose, as the retry loop now serves not only to correct errors, but also to improve the model's performance over time. This is the crucible of production, a realm where systems are tempered by adversity and refined through trial and error. In this instance, we have forged a solution that matters, a real production system, a real fix, no cleanup, no demo machine. The model emerges stronger from the fire, ready to serve its purpose once more. Chapter: Deep dive in this forge, we're honing the Ollama LLM retry loop within the N8N workflow, a system integral to Postmortem Shorts pipeline. The loop's design is intricate, its purpose clear, to refine output when failure occurs. But like any forged tool, it can falter under pressure. The break, midnight, found the pipeline crippled by qwen2.5 14b's return, a fallout that traced back to the retry loop's misfiring. The initial output was short by 19 words, and the loop, oblivious to the error, repeated the identical prompt twice more. The model, entrapped in a stagnant context window, regressed on each attempt, 76 words, then 58 words. The root cause, the retry loop's design, while ingenious, failed to account for a crucial detail: the model's need for changing context. With the same prompt used repeatedly, the model lacked the signal to adjust its behavior, leading to a downward spiral in output quality. The fix: to remedy this, we injected specific failure feedback into the retry prompt. The new prompt now reads, previous attempt failed, you wrote only n words, expand every sentence with forensic detail. Reach 90 words. This concrete failure feedback provides the model with the necessary push to adjust its output length accordingly. The forge file /production/files shorts factory/generate script, pi lines 225-232, now houses this revised retry loop, a testament to our craftsmanship and the power of informed iteration. This fix, forged in the heat of real production systems, proves that even when a tool seems to fail, it can always be refined and made stronger. Chapter: Stress Test. In the crucible of real-world operation, the system was subjected to rigorous testing under heavy load and edge conditions. The Postmortem Shorts pipeline, a critical component in our production system, faltered at midnight with qwen2.5 14b returning an error. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the prompt, repeated within the retry loop without modification, resulted in the model producing output shorter than required on each subsequent attempt. The initial 66 words fell short of the necessary 85 plus, triggering 2 more identical prompts that yielded 76 words and then a regressive 58 words. Delving deeper, the root cause was identified. The repetition of the same prompt created a stagnant context window for the model, providing no new signal to alter its behavior. To forge a stronger model, we injected the actual word count failure into the retry prompt, creating a feedback loop that nudged the model towards more accurate output. The revised prompt read, "Previous attempt failed. You wrote only N words. Expand every sentence with forensic detail. Reach 90 words." This concrete failure feedback enabled the model to adjust its output length accordingly, ensuring a more robust performance in our production system. The lines that were adjusted reside within Generate Script. Pi retry loop lines 225-232, ready to withstand the heat of future tests and forge a stronger, more reliable model from the fire of real-world stress. Chapter The output in the heart of our forge, a production system was tempered by fire and pressure Postmortem Shorts pipeline. At midnight, it succumbed to a fracture, with qwen2.5 14b returning an error, the root cause. A retry loop that sent an identical prompt, trapping the model in a repetitive cycle, devoid of fresh stimuli. The model, initially generating 66 words when 85 plus were required, was sent back into the flame twice more. Each time it returned fewer words, 76, then 58. The model was regressing, its output contracting on each attempt, a clear sign of distress. The Forge's master blacksmith, analyzing the situation, identified the problem. Same prompt, same context window, and no new signal to change behavior. In response, he hammered out a solution, injecting the actual word count failure into the retry prompt. The refined command read, "Previous attempt failed. You wrote only N words. Expand every sentence with forensic detail. Reach 90 words." With this new instruction, the model was provided concrete feedback on its error, enabling it to adjust output length accordingly. The anvil rang with the sound of progress as the repair was made in the lines 225-232 of /production/files shorts factory/generate script. Pi. The Forge, once again, proved its ability to shape and reshape systems under duress, maintaining a solid foundation without compromise. This real production system, this real fix served as a testament to the unyielding power of automation and the mastery that comes with it. Apprentice, your task today was to mend the broken pipeline in our production system. The model qwen2.5 14b faltered, returning insufficient word count, causing the retry loop to spiral downward. The root of this malfunction lies within the repetitive prompt, providing no new context for the model to alter its behavior. To rectify this, you've injected specific failure feedback into the retry prompt. Previous attempt failed. You wrote only N words. Expand every sentence with forensic detail. Reach 90 words. Now that the model receives concrete failure feedback, it will adjust its output length accordingly, mending the ailing pipeline and ensuring our production system remains unbroken. Your work here is complete. Dismissed. Find your next challenge in /production/files shorts factory/generate script. Pi retry loop lines 225-232.